Hi, and a warm welcome to our session today, where we're going to discuss a few things about our very own institution, St. Francis de Sales College. Yes, we are indeed very much glad and happy to have you with us to be a part of the Desalite family. And we believe that you also feel the same of being a part of St. Francis de Sales College. It is one of the best institutions, and yes, we do consider and really feel the need to be a part of you and your life in helping you to be trained people in the society. Well, moving on to certain things in regard to the college, we would be looking at few objectives. We will be looking at the background and some of the values, some of the things that we need to inculcate, some of the things that we need to bring into our lives to make our lives better, and where the institution plays a major role as part of the individual. Well, if you are moving on into a little bit of the history of St. Francis de Sales College, we will be understanding exactly how the name was given to this particular institution. Now, St. Francis de Sales is the heavenly patron of the MSFS congregation, that is, the Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales congregation. And this person was born in the year 1567, that is in the 16th century in France. He was not just a missionary, but he was a preacher, he was an educationalist, he was a writer, he was a humanist, and of course the Bishop of Geneva. All right, so he was everything, and he wanted to help the society as much as possible. And that is the reason why he made himself all to all through his inspiring words, through his actions, through his selfless service to anyone he came across, that is, to his fellow men. And it was quite important to him that, he was an instrument where he carried the good deeds and as much as possible in terms of helping out people in their times of need. He was there with his service. Okay. So now we can clearly understand that the institution, St. Francis de Sales College, is of course managed by the Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales of the Southwest India province. And everybody believes that this institution has been an instrument in bringing up people in the society, in training youngsters to be one of the most responsible people in the society, to build the society as well. We also come across another person, Father Peter Marie Mermier. He was, the person who founded the congregation of the MSFS, that's the Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales. And of course, he was born in the 18th century in France. And he had an extraordinary faith and a very, very clear vision as to what exactly he wanted to do to the society, to the people. And keeping that in mind, along with the inspiration from the personality of St. Francis de Sales, he founded this MSFS congregation in the year 1838. And since then, people who belong to this community really adhered to what he believed, and the system, the values, the morals, and in turn, they played an important role in the society. And, of course, he brought in this very, very important quote: the education of the heart is the heart of education. And everybody from that congregation believed, they really emphasized, they firmly had their belief in that particular thought, where they felt the need for education and how the education of the heart is nothing but the heart of the education. So, as we've all come to know, this college, this institution, is named after the patron, St. Francis de Sales, and from there we have the background of the institution. Okay, the institution has played a very, very big role in the society in terms of educating individuals, in terms of sharpening their skills, in terms of helping them find their path, exploring along with them, providing them the needs in order to become a great personality in the society. And there are good number of courses for both UG and PG, and we are very happy that you are a part of this Desalite family. So as we move on, we definitely have certain things to be kept in our mind. There is a vision, there is a mission that the college functions along with. The college revolves around a particular vision. What is this vision? The vision of St. Francis de Sales College is to provide a center of excellence for a holistic formation of the young who are capable of both transforming themselves and acting as catalysts of transformation in society so as to become the epitome of efficiency, mastering their life situations, and yes, building a progressive and secular nation and with an optimistic global outlook. Well, the vision is quite self explanatory. The function of the institution aims for a holistic formation of you youngsters, of the individuals, of the Dieselites, where you are definitely believed to be people who can transform yourselves into better people, into better personalities, and also become an instrument in the society where you bring about different kinds of changes, different kinds of transformation, and you become the pillar of efficiency. You become the epitome of efficiency where you are in a position to handle your lives, you are in a position to build the society, and yes, at large, you will be building the nation. And how? With definitely a positive outlook, okay, with an optimistic mindset, you are going to be walking into the world with that efficiency, with that confidence, and with the self esteem. And yes, along with the mission, the college also revolves around certain mission statements. What are these? We aim to impart quality higher education and offer professional skills. Yes, each one of you is blessed with beautiful skills. Each one of you has talents. Each of you has the ability, the capability of doing a lot of things. All you have to do is identify them. Once you identify them, you need to sharpen those skills. You are wonderfully skilled, but how you need to sharpen those skills is where the institution plays a role by providing quality education, by providing quality time, by providing the information, the knowledge, the source. And by providing all of this, we try to help you out to sharpen your skills to be a better person in the society. The second one is to inculcate cultural and moral values towards transformation of learning into positive behavior of students. So we try to help you out in terms of cultural and moral values. We try to instill these values in you. We try to bring about that transformation where you transform this learning into positive behavior, where learning is transformed into practical application. What you learn here is when you walk into the world, it is transformed into practical application. That is where the institution tries to help you out. The third point, to foster faith in God, to motivate service orientation, and also to strengthen humanism. Okay, so we help you build your faith. We try to motivate you, we try to encourage you. Why? For becoming, in order to help you to have that service mind, to help you strengthen your humanism, to help you strengthen your personality, to strengthen your confidence, to strengthen your attitude. We try to work our best in order to encourage you, keep you going, and set an example to the world outside. And finally, to focus on innovative teaching and learning in a technology enabled and interdisciplinary environment. So we try to pull in the creative ways of teaching and in turn for your learning in a technology enabled and an interdisciplinary environment. We try to bring in all kinds of things into the classroom in order to make the classes more lively or more appealing and more interesting. We try to bring knowledge to you and try to help you identify who you really are, so that the more you get to know about yourself, the better things are going to be in the future. So that would be the vision and mission of St. Francis de Sales College. And we, of course, definitely do know that the college is working behind the scenes for the development and improvement of every Desalite, every individual, every student who is a part of the Desalite family is taken into consideration, and definitely everyone in campus is trying to help you to bring out the best in you. That is our aim and goal, of course, the vision and the mission. Well, as we move on, we also look into some of the core values. Now, these core values are upheld in the college. Why? To provide this holistic growth. We spoke about holistic, that complete sense of growth in you, that personality development. It's quite important. And yes, the college has certain values, the core values where the college emphasizes on these things for the complete or the holistic growth of every Desalite. And every individual, every Desalite is expected to personalize these values, practically put it into your life, practically apply it, so that when people look at you, they understand this is the person with the value system. This is the person who is truly walking in the way of, considering certain values. Now, what are these values? Yes, you have faith in God, true patriotism, simplicity of life, foster teamwork, respect for diversity, quest for knowledge, respect to faculty and staff, honesty, truthfulness, and hard work, commitment to quality campus environment. Yes, these are all these values are quite important, and as long as you are associated with the institution and otherwise, these are things that you need to instill in your lives. And as you live, these qualities, these values should be reflecting from your lives, and people should be able to understand the person that you are through these value systems, through these core values. Okay, respecting people, wanting to learn more, trusting in God, and helping out the nation, leading a simple life, teamwork, supporting others, supporting your friends when you're working, your colleagues, respecting the environment at large, being truthful, being honest, working hard, having a goal, having a determination. These are the values that you will have to incorporate in your everyday life. And as you step into the world outside, it's going to be a huge world full of opportunities, and definitely people are going to respect you for such values that you will be practicing. Yes, so we move on to what is expected from a Desalite. Okay, now when you say you are an Indian, certain things are expected from a citizen of Indian, right? So similarly, when you call yourself as a Desalite, when you call yourself as a student of the Desalite family of St. Francis de Sales College, there are certain qualities, there are certain things that are expected from the student who belongs to the Desalite family. What are those? Very, very simple things. At the same time, these are very much valuable as you walk into a different world altogether in the days to come. Yeah. So, first thing is believe and trust in God and pray daily. Of course, even as we begin our day in college, in the campus, you have the college anthem, you have the national anthem, you have a prayer. You're beginning the day by understanding the importance of the institution, by respecting the institution, by respecting the nation, and also beginning your day with God's guidance. Yes. Second one, believes in the dictum. Education of the heart is the heart of education. We just looked into a little bit of we had a peep into the history of St. Francis de Sales College, and we understood that this was something that the MSFS congregation very much believed in. Education is the heart. Education of the heart is the heart of education. So this is something that a Desalite should understand. This is something that a Desalite should adhere to follow. Yeah. So you need to understand why education is important, why education would be important to you, and in turn, how would it be important to the society. So if you can understand, think about it a little, you will be definitely, one of the best personalities in the society. Notes about St. Francis de Sales, Father Peter Mermier, and the MSFS congregation. Just like how we had a glimpse of the background, you as a Desalite, if anyone were to ask you, who is St. Francis de Sales, or how did your college get its name, who is Father Peter Mermier, and what is this MSFS congregation, we are not to be in the dark, but we should at least know what these points are, who these people are, and what or from where did our college get its name. Okay, what do we stand for? What is our aim? What is our mission? What is our vision? At least, you should know it a little bit so that you will be able to stand as a Desalite to answer or tackle such questions. Fosters good health and respects life. Of course, health, especially at this point of time, the pandemic times, health is very, very important. You make sure you are in good health, and you also make sure that you help others and you tell others, you talk to others about their health. You respect life. Life in any form is to be respected, whether it's your life or another person's life. Respecting life is very, very important. Today I respect you, tomorrow you respect me. That is where respect plays an important role. Okay, so we need to respect each other, respect life, respect everything that is a part of our life. Every Desalite is expected to be meek, humble, and strong in character. Meek doesn't mean, you just sit quietly for everything, but you understand situations, you are humble, at the same time, you are strong in your character. Character is very important. How strong you are is you need to help yourself out in that. Okay, humility is very, very important. No matter how educated, well educated, how many degrees we hold, how many paper qualifications we have, humility is something that should walk along with us throughout our life. Practices virtues of optimism, gentleness, humility, and hospitality. Of course, we all know St. Francis de Sales College is known for its hospitality. Yeah, so you need to practice these virtues, being positive in life, move forward with a positive attitude. Don't be a pessimist in this world full of opportunities. Don't be negative. How can I cannot. No, there should be always I can, I will, I am going to do it. A positive attitude in life with, of course, your gentleness and humble, be humble. Humility is important. Hospitality. Understand the need of others and try to help them out as much as possible. Be hospitable, be kind, be gentle, be helpful, be sensitive to the needs of your friends or colleagues, to the needs of others, to the needs of the society, the nation at large. So, all of these should be practiced. It doesn't come just overnight, but it needs to be put into practice, and only then we will understand what it is like. Practices charity in thought, word, and deed. Yes? So be kind, be generous in what you talk, be polite in what you talk, be polite in what you do, your gesture, your expressions. Everything should be practiced in the right manner. And that's very important for personality building. Speaks truly, deals truly, and lives truly. Truthfulness is, we all know, truth wins. One day or the other, truth wins. Okay? So, how you speak, how you deal with matters, how you live your life, let it all be, in line with truth. Let them all be in line with truth, and let them all revolve around what is true. Today, maybe people are not watching us, but we have a conscience, something that will prick us and tell us this is wrong, this is right, go for this, don't go for that. So, always stick to what is true. What is the truth? Okay, stand by the truth. Stand your ground when it comes to being truthful. Yes, be studious, responsible, and duty conscious. Okay, as much as possible, keep yourself updated with knowledge. Keep yourself updated with what the world is going around with. Be responsible, shoulder responsibilities. Something is given to you, be responsible, take it up, do it, finish it, excel in it, try your level best. Even if it's not 100% excellent, try your level best. That's responsibility. Be conscious of your duty. This is my duty. This is what I have to do. That is what I have to follow. Follow it. Works hard to be of genuine service to others. When you try to help others, try to put in your best. Try to give in your best so that there is no flaw, there is no mistake. You give in 100% effort when it comes to helping others. Okay, and that genuine service that you do for others, what goes around comes back to you, is a saying that we're all familiar with. So, you put in your best when you help others. When you are in need, one day or the other, it comes back to you. Yes. Dresses up neatly, arrives punctually, and behaves politely. This is also something that every Desalite is expected of. You dress modestly. Be modest, be presentable. Learn to respect punctuality. Time is very important. I have heard things, speakers tell you can waste your time. You have all the rights to waste your time, but you do not have the right to waste another person's time. You can waste your time, but not another person's time. So we learn to respect time. Time is time. I need to get to college by 8 o'clock. It means I need to be in my classroom by 8. Punctuality is very important. It's not just in the classroom scenario, it's not just with our teachers, but tomorrow when you get into your workplace, punctuality is important. People will notice. That is something that people will look out for. Yes? So, whatever it is, be it your work, be it your college, be it an appointment, be it an interview, be it your marriage, time should be strictly followed. Of course, there might be some genuine cases and that can be exempted, but otherwise, time punctuality is very important, and being polite is equally something that's required from us, something that's expected from us. Respect elders, parents, teachers, and classmates. Well, we would all love to be respected. Yes, whether it's an elderly person or a little child, we want everyone to respect us. That's the same way that you should also be treating others. When somebody is talking, you respect and you listen. when somebody is giving out their opinion, voicing out their opinion, you listen, you respect them. In every way, you should be able to respect people around you, whether it's a child or an elderly person, a middle aged person, whoever comes across, whomever you come across, you will have to respect people. A Desalite would promote peace and harmony, non-violence, and non-violence. Yes, so you should be an instrument who promotes peace, harmony, and non-violence, and not push forward the argument or the fight or the misunderstanding, but work out peace and harmony between people or among people, whatever it is. Try to promote peace and harmony. Fosters patriotism and combats adversity. Yes, you should be somebody who would, stand up for patriotism, stand up for your nation, and push away anything that brings in, a wrong or a bad name to your nation. Push out adversity. Okay, push out anything that's wrong, any fight, any misunderstanding, violent ways. Push them out and bring in your concept of patriotism. Be patriotic, respect your nation because this is your motherland. Respect the nation that has supported you in every way possible. Accepts and respects cultural and religious and linguistic diversity. Yes, we have come across this space, unity in diversity. Yes, so we need to be unified, whether it is the student body, tomorrow it might be your workplace. Diversity is all around us. Okay, diversity can be based on anything, could be culture, religion, language, region. Everything is possible in terms of diversity, but you should be in a position to not just support one kind of people or community or group, but you should be able to accept. First thing is accept, understand, and secondly you ought to respect the diversity, the different set of people, the different set of opinions, the different kinds of attitudes. You need to accept and, of course, respect. That's what's expected. Fights corruption and promotes social justice and equality. Okay, yes, you should get back on corruption, fight corruption, and you should be able to promote justice, equality. Yes, because those are main things in the society. So today it's in college, tomorrow it's in the society. So how best are you going to try in terms of promoting justice and equality? There should be no biased opinion, but equality should prevail at any cost. Nurtures nature and is eco-friendly. Okay, you're expected to be eco-friendly, respect not just people around you or the diversity, but also nature. Nature has helped us in many ways, and in turn, you ought to respect nature, be eco-friendly. Upholds the ethos of the alma mater in high esteem. There will be a day when you will be walking out of the gates of St. Francis de Sales College, and you will no longer be coming to the college for regular classes. You'll be a different person altogether. But even at that time, you should be upholding the things that you learned, the institution has taught you. Remember how the institution supported you. Remember how the institution fostered good values in you. So always remember that and keep it in high esteem. Follows the motto for God and country. Okay, have that running in your mind. Whatever you do it with God's guidance, with God's help, for God, with God, and of course, support your country as much as possible. Of course, you cannot, I'm not saying you cannot, but you might not be able to become the president of India to bring about a change in the nation. But there are small things that, as a citizen, that you can contribute to your nation, that you can help your nation in different ways. So why don't you be a part of that? Okay. Yes, so these are the things that a Desalite is expected to be or become or inculcate. Yeah. So we move on. Certain, every institution goes around with certain rules and regulations. Yes, some things might be a little strict, some things can be relaxed at times, certain things are, you have to adhere to it. But we all follow this in terms of being responsible, and we feel that it is our duty to do these things as part of the society and as a part of the institution that we belong to. So, here are some general rules. Of course, we are all aware of certain things, but we just have a recap of what we know. Modest conduct in dressing, demeanor, and sense of discipline. So, we be presentable in our dressing sense, in the way we appear, and we also maintain discipline. Maintain discipline and decorum and greet teachers with respect. We don't lose anything by greeting teachers. We need to understand we respect people, and teachers are somehow, somewhere, they are connected to your development, right? They're interested in how much you develop and how much you grow in every way possible in terms of your academics, co-curricular activities. Teachers are interested in helping you out to become a better person in the society. So all you can do is, teachers don't expect you to gift them something big. They don't expect you to come back with a bouquet of flowers. No, your development, your improvement, your growth in knowledge, all this gives them that happiness. And in turn, all you can do is just greet them with a smile on your face. It literally makes their day. Treat college property with utmost care and consideration. So do keep in mind that college property is college property, and we cannot be damaging the property at any cost. No scribbling on the walls or writing on the benches, designing the benches. No, not meant for us. Okay, we have a lot of other things that we can do in the classroom, and we consider college property and treat them with care. All are expected to respect the college anthem, national anthem, and the prayer. So we all know that once the anthems begin, we stand where we are, we respect the institution while the college anthem is sung, and we respect the nation while the national anthem is sung, and we begin the day with a prayer, respecting and submitting ourselves to God. Desalites are to reach the class in time. Punctuality is quite important. Students are expected to spend time in the library to enrich learning. So the library is a room full of knowledge. Yes, you have lots of books from different domains, different subjects, different categories. Books that can put us in at ease, and books that can provide so much of information. So we would request you to go to the library, visit. Some of us haven't visited the library yet. Go to the library, have a glimpse, have a glance at the books. Okay, maybe something or the other will catch your attention and you can read them. Okay, reading, you can develop, build this, cultivate this habit of reading. Reading is very, very important when it comes to improving our communication skills. Okay, so you can read, you can update yourself with different kinds of information. There is a large, vast variety of books at the library, so you could make use of your leisure time in learning at the library. No one is allowed to walk out of campus during the class hours without the permission of the principal. Yes, unless it's an emergency and you get the permission of the principal, you will not be allowed to step out of the college campus. Every Desalite is required to wear your ID card to college. No matter what, you should be having your ID card. That is your identification that you are a part of the Desalite family, which you definitely ought to be proud of. Yeah. So do not stick anything on the walls or electronic equipments or the doors of the college. Just like how writing and scribbling is not allowed, we also understand that this is college property and we respect the property as well. Celebration of any kinds of birthdays of lecturers or students is strictly not allowed. Okay, so if a teacher is celebrating a birthday or your friend is celebrating her birthday, his birthday, you can greet them and you can keep them in your prayers. Yes, a warm smile and a beautiful greeting would definitely make their day. Okay, so no one is expected to gift anything or celebrate in a grand manner. Okay, simple life. We greet, we bless them, and we tell them we keep them in prayers, and we wish them best for their future as well. That's the best that you can give to people. Playgrounds are meant only for the Desalite and not outsiders, which means these playgrounds are for you to make use of, and we are not allowed to bring any outsiders to join us during that time. Security personnel are to be obeyed at all times, and yes, you should also respect them. They're also human beings, and you need to respect them. And they are given a set of instructions by the management which they have to follow, and in turn, they impose certain things on you which you will again have to follow. And all of this is not like prison rules or regulations, but these are things for the good of the college and for the good of every student individual. Parking space, parking to be done only in allotted places. We don't get to park anywhere and anytime, but certain place allotted for students and faculty members, and that is where we can park. Students are also encouraged to ride bicycles to college. Being a part of an eco-friendly nature, society environment, we also encourage students to travel by bicycles. Next thing is examination rules. We ought to strictly follow them. That covers the attendance percentage, submission of assignments, your internal marks, your fee payment, the hall ticket, your the different percentage that you need to keep in mind. So these are the different rules and regulations that are associated with examination, which of course comes from the university. So we will have to adhere to all of these. Students are forbidden to organize or attend any meeting within the college without permission or collect money for any purpose and circulate. Okay, so no meetings can be held by the students in the college, and you cannot raise money through these meetings and for some purpose. All these are strictly prohibited. Yes, this again is for the good of the institution and the students. Smoking, chewing pan, chewing gum, not allowed. Use of drugs, narcotics are strictly forbidden. Yes, so we need to understand there is a certain limit, and this limit cannot be crossed, especially when you are in the campus or around the campus. Use of electronic gadgets within the college building is strictly prohibited unless permitted otherwise. We've heard fathers repeatedly announcing this, right? No mobile phone usage in the classroom or on the corridors unless and until a teacher has asked you to do, unless and until you are expected to use your phones. Otherwise, you are strictly prohibited to use these mobile phones or any electronic gadgets for that matter. No outsiders are allowed in the campus other than for official purposes. Okay, so we understand no outsiders can be in unless there is a need to be in the campus. Suspensions and other punishments will be incurred based on the misbehavior or wrong actions of the students. So the management or the principal or vice principal, they will consider the situation and accordingly handle it with uh, the needful. They will do the needful, and all these will be based on the kind or the intensity of the wrong actions of the students. So if you could read the last line, every Desalite is expected to follow all rules with the spirit of common good. Think about the good of the institution, think about the good of the individuals, and you will definitely feel the need to follow these regulations, rules. Okay, as our patron saint says, Saint Francis de Sales, he says, do everything by love and nothing by force. So let these rules not be forced upon you, but you take them into your mind, let it seep into your mind. You understand the reason as to why these rules are set out for you, why you ought to follow them, and definitely you will be able to understand why all these should be taken into consideration. Now we move on to some of our, best facilities that we have out here at St. Francis de Sales College. Firstly, you have this SFS College app. Yes, to keep in constant touch with parents, students, and people who are interested. The college has launched this app, SFS College app, and this updates the students, staff, the alumni, the parents, or other people who are interested regarding anything that's associated with the college. Then you have this library, it's just stacked with loads of books offered by the college in different domains, different subjects, and you can anytime drop in and visit and pick up a book, read, sit there, read, enjoy your time reading, take your book home, read, and you can return. You have classrooms that are spacious, they're well furnished, good ventilation. Okay, and all these classrooms also have the audio visual facilities to help students in terms of teaching and learning. These classrooms are also fitted with these audio visual facilities. And the entire campus is Wi-Fi enabled campus. So you have a Wi-Fi connection. Now, it is also important for us in terms of building a healthy personality. So, provision is made for both open field and indoor sports activities. You have sports and games, a sports complex for basketball courts, volleyball courts, handball, softball, football, and cricket grounds is provided for the Desalites. And these are for outdoor games, while indoor arrangements have also been made for games like table tennis, chess, carom board, badminton, etc. Not just this provision, but the college also organizes intra and intercollegiate tournaments and sports meet so that the college is in a position to give that right kind of opportunity for every student who is a part of the Desalite family. Then you have the parking. Of course, ample space provision is given for parking for students and for the staff. So you got to park in the right space. You, along with the library, you also happen to have the digital library uploaded with the latest online databases on the disciplines available for study at the college. So you could make use of that as well. And you have the canteen. It's spacious, comfortable, provides a large area for students for the informal environment. You can sit and have a chat over a cup of coffee or different food, and you would enjoy your time at the canteen. Then you have the bank, that's the branch of South Indian Bank, which is operated within the campus for the benefit of the Desalites, parents, and of course the staff members. You have labs. You have labs. The college has well furnished physics lab, chemistry lab, electronics lab, computer, psychology, business lab for the students and for the faculty. Of course, you along with this, you also have the language labs for English. The Desalites can use it for English labs, Kannada labs, departments. All of these, departments do have these language labs as well. Then you have the recording studio. Now the college has a large audio, video recording and editing studio. This would, enable any interested Desalite to have first-hand experience of audio, video recording and editing, and of course in its technique. So you could visit this recording studio, and you can keep yourself updated of the different things that take place there. You have news zones. Yes, to help students update themselves daily. 2 news zones are available in college. They are equipped with a television which runs news channels 24/7 and seating arrangements, of course, for reading newspapers. Then you also have the media room, okay, set apart for the commerce department at the basement. The room is well furnished with an LCD projector, large television with dish connection to see news and other useful channels. So you have this media room as well. And you have faculty. You have, well qualified, committed, dedicated people who are faculty of this particular institution. Okay, they try their level best to bring about a change and a transformation so that in tomorrow's world we will be able to witness wonderful people walking out of the gates of St. Francis de Sales College and making the society what it has to become. Yes, so you have dedicated faculty members as well. And yes, you have the gym, a well-equipped gym, and it is of course managed by the college, provides fitness requirements for the students. It's well equipped with tools and they're user friendly and attractive. And of course, all this is happening under the supervision of a qualified instructor as well. So you can be a part of it and train yourself physically as well. You have the hostel, separate hostel for the girls and the boys available with good facilities, and we try our level best to provide a homely atmosphere. Yes, so in this manner, the facilities provided at St. Francis de Sales College, we try our level best to provide you with opportunities so that you become proficient, excellent, not just in your academics, but in your co-curricular activities as well. You try to mold yourself, you try to make the best use of the facilities provided at the institution. You bring out the best in you and you prove yourself to be the best in the world outside. Okay? Yes, one day or the other, you will be walking out of the gates of St. Francis de Sales College and you will be a part of that huge, vast world full of opportunities and challenges. And in order to face this world, you need your values, your morals, your talents, your skills to be sharpened. You need a right track to step onto. You need the right kind of guidance and direction, which, of course, the college is helping you out in. Okay, so we try to explore, you try to dare, we excel, we care, we dream, we share, we create, we learn, and we are the Desalites. We belong to the Desalite family. We are a part of the Desalite institution. St. Francis de Sales College puts forward the interest of students and they march towards the vision of bringing about a holistic growth, training every individual to be at their best and transform themselves, not just themselves, but transform the society into a society that would try to incorporate, would try to accept and respect each other. So we wish you all the very best, and we are indeed very glad that we had an opportunity to have you with us as a part of the Desalite family. Wishing you, giving you good wishes, sending you God's blessings, and we believe that when you get into this world, you will be a brave soldier fighting your way forward. All the very best. Thank you.